The energy is high. Welcome back to, not with me, the energy's, welcome back to Jonna's Unspoken Stories. The energy is not high with me, it's the dogs. It must be the weather, it's something. Yeah, she is running back and forth. The energy level is high, but not with me. Because I'm 54. No, I'm 55. Maybe I should share with you a little bit about who I am and why I wanted to do this channel. I had to put you on pause because my Bella Coco Chanel, she is very high strung, and I think she's picking up my anxiety. So when my anxiety is high, she gets very, very anxious, and I'm needing to learn to take those few minute breathers and understand she too is picking up my energy. I want to say welcome to my channel. If you got the invitation, you're a little curious cat, aren't you? That's okay, because I got some stories, I got some nightmares, I got some juice that you wouldn't believe. It feels so good to be me. It feels so good to finally be me and be on social media and just bleh it all out and say, I don't care. I don't care. If I'm not harming somebody, I don't care. And the thing is that it's my side. This is my side. There's always two sides or three. Their side, my side, and what reality is. Because are we living in a reality? I don't know. I am wanting to share a little bit about me. I am 55 years old. If this makes sense to anybody, I am a Sagittarius sun, a Leo moon, and a Taurus rising. Boom! Did you feel that? Whew! That's where all the glitter comes from. That's where all the glam comes from. It's your moon. It's your emotion. I take a lot of pride. I can't believe this lioness has remained this quiet till now. But she is about to roar. She is roaring. She's not about to. She is. It's taking this long. We can do this. On this first video that I am making, it's just to share a little bit about who I am. Like I said, I'm 55 years young. Yes, I am young. Yes, I have a lot of glitter. And yes, I take pride in that. Because I'm a Leo moon. But on a serious note, I do have two beautiful children. It's not the perfect situation, and I'll go further into that later in other videos. But out of respect of them, because I gave birth to them, I raised them at a certain time. There's things that happened that was out of my control. That's the juice you want to know. I've been married twice, divorced twice, and I've dated off and on. I've met some amazing men, and I've met plenty of, I don't call them men. The stories. Patreon. But anyway. I have been diagnosed with a CPTSD, which is a complex post-trauma syndrome disorder. She has a disorder, and that's okay, because that's made who I am, the magical person as I am. Yes, magical. I do love the moon. I do love the stars. I love astrology. But at the same time, I do love life. And I have not been handed all of the aces. I've only had a couple in my life. And I would have to say those are my children. I still got two more. What are those? You'll have to wait. Believe me, they're not my two marriages and divorces. I'm just saying. I moved back to Omaha, Nebraska after my last divorce. I lived in El Paso, Texas, and I'm going to tell you one thing. El Paso, Texas, in the very beginning, I hated that town, that city, whatever that was. But today, that it grew on me. In those 10 years, that place grew on me. El Paso strong. It's a beautiful city, magical. The community is wonderful. And being on the border, and knowing what I have seen and what we experienced, especially with the mass shooting there at Walmart and losing the 22. I lost a part of myself. Having an auto accident in 2016. Living in pain every single day. When you ask someone how are they feeling and they said they're okay, believe me, they're lying to you. When they've been in an auto accident and there's been yeah, and come to find out when I moved here in Omaha, Nebraska, where it all started. I was born here. Go Big Red, Nebraska Cornhuskers all the way. God, I miss Osborne. I'm gonna start there for a second. Why Osborne? People say, why not the original, the coach, And it comes down to a point. I remember being a little girl. I'm gonna do a lot of references throughout my stories. But being a little girl, I remember watching them, my parents and their friends, party during when the OU and Nebraska games would play. Woo! Those were the days. Those were the fondues. Those were the food. The food as a little girl, I remember. And that's probably why I'd loved to throw those little functions in my first marriage. I always was called Jay, the hostess with the mostest. Oh, Patreon. You got to get that Patreon. You can only hear the stories what happened at my parties. So then, growing up and watching Osborne, one thing I learned watching Coach Osborne walking up and down the field, and when the players had made a mistake or the run wasn't run right or there was a fumble or something, he remained calm. Unlike I saw what the men were doing at the time. I just gained more respect of that man and how he treated his players. It just made me reflect each time when I would be going through the things I'd gone through in my life and how one loses their patience because out of fear. So, yeah, I love my football. I do a lot of communication, relating football with life experiences. If you only know the game book that I have, just saying. There'll be more to share, but this girl does love her football, and it stems when she was little, when the fondues. Omaha is not the ending of my story. It was just the beginning. Until the next chapter.